Hello, and welcome to At All Hours. I'm your host, Greg Ramirez, and today I'm joined by two guests whom I've known for their entire lives and are very important to me. We've lived together, grew together, and been through a lot together. Please welcome my little cousins, Abbey Trujillo and Seth Trujillo. This is episode number 5. So, do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Seth.
How old are you?
13.
18?
No, I was going to say that. I'm 13.
You said that earlier. You're at 8. You said earlier you were in 18th grade. And
I
then
don't
you're like,
know.
sorry, I'm 18.
I just like that number.
8?
Yep.
You're going into 8th grade, though?
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking crazy. Abby, how old are you?
15, gonna be 6. You're 14. Oh, 14!
14.
Shoot! No!
What grade are you in now?
The same as Seth, because I got held back, and yeah.
That makes sense. All right. Cool. And you guys are, what, like my cousins? That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy, right?
Not really.
No.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, hold on.
So cool.
For everyone listening, which is probably family members listening, I'm not drunk talking to my little cousins about who they are.
But
now
gonna
as
be.
people. Yeah.
Eventually.
So Seth, what's it like being however old you are now, doing whatever the thing is that you're doing now? How old are you again? I already forgot.
13.
13. Me too. What's it like being 13? Going into 8th grade now?
Mm-hmm. I don't really know. It's fun. I'm on summer break, so I stay up really late and then wake up really late.
What do you do all day?
Play games, that's it.
What games do you play?
And then annoy Abby.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw you guys earlier, and you
I
guys
hate it when he does that. Oh my god.
you guys just like as soon as I showed up, you guys were just like fighting. And you guys are like, "Look, I didn't hit you that hard. But like let me show you how hard I hit you." And you guys were just showing each other how hard you hit each other. So do you guys fight? Like, do you guys physically fight all the time?
We don't really like physically fight, but mostly just like play fight in a way.
Sometimes it gets out of hand though, and you guys physically fight each other.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes what he says, I don't really take it to heart, but other things I'm like, man, that kind of hurt. Like,
That makes sense. I mean, it makes sense too, cause like watching you guys grow up, it was weird, cause like I don't have siblings, but I grew up with Rhea and like Savannah,
Mm-hmm.
but then like I watched you guys grow up, so it was like I had siblings in the sense that like I grew up with like Rhea and Savannah, so it was kind of like having siblings, and then when I
Mhm.
grew up with you guys, it was like having like young siblings, but then you guys grew up together. So did you guys like just argue forever? Did you hate each other forever?
I don't think I really hated her. Sometimes now a little bit. Not really. I don't call it hate. I'd say like mildly dislike. I don't know.
She's like, yeah, I hate them for sure.
well, so, you know how Dad used to post like the like home videos and stuff?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't always just like, oh, I hate him, I'm gonna go fight him. You know, it was like, oh, he's just a little twerp I live with. You know,
Yeah.
I love him. But yeah, if I get a chance to beat him up, I will. Like,
That's fair.
I'll take it.
I mean, it
Not
was
true.
yeah.
She can't do anything to me.
Yeah.
Don't let her spread that.
Yeah.
It's not true at all.
This is it. She's spreading lies. These are all allegations that she's spreading.
Not real.
Not real. That's pretty, fake news. It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
I literally socked you like on your head. I went boof. So like, yeah, I've hit you before.
Well, that was like unbeknownst to me because I was facing the complete opposite way. So that doesn't
that's like
really
a cheap
count.
shot.
Yeah.
That's a little different because I like when I was younger, I used to get into fights, and then I got cheap shotted one time where I was like watching other people fight, and then I remember watching like a big brawl, and then waking up and I was being picked up by my friends, and then they're like, "What? Like we need to get the fuck out of here." I was like, "What happened?" And then they're like, "You got hit in the face because someone ran up on me and cheap shotted me." So it's a little, I don't know, Abby. That was pretty fucked up.
That's my brother. I don't care. Like,
True. Facts. Big facts. How do you feel about that?
Yeah. I can't really do anything to her because I just don't. I don't know why.
Yeah. I guess so.
I feel bad, but
Okay, that's also a lie. He will take any chance to annoy me and hit me. So like, we both abuse each other in a loving way. So shut up.
That's true. At least it's like it's not like you guys have never got to a point where it's like really bad, right? Because it's like you guys both at least understand like this is like even if you guys argue or if you guys fight each other, because I've seen you guys like just be shitty to each other, and you guys get to a point where you're like, okay, this isn't cool anymore. Like this is just like kind of fucked up. Like let's just stop.
It's some like I've realized, and I need to learn this too. But like sometimes if like I get really hurt, like if Seth accidentally like hurts me really bad, he'll like stop and like actually apologize, and I'm like, oh.
But if she hurts me really bad, she keeps going until I'm on the floor writhing in pain.
Welcome to being a boy, dude.
Well, I'm just a girl. Like,
yeah, she's just a girl. She doesn't know anything, dude. She's just cute little girl,
sure, yeah.
dude. Yeah.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to the rest of your fucking life, dude.
God.
Yeah. So this is something that I was kind of interested in talking to you about because we're both boys specifically. And now you're getting to an age where you're first of all, did you ever notice your voice change?
No.
Really? It's just day by day, right?
Yeah, it just happened.
But you
like
know
overnight, yeah.
You know overnight?
Probably not. I'm probably lying, but it feels like it.
That's so weird because like I think do you guys remember the last time I was here where I came and hang out? Like a few months?
Not really.
I remember the time that Zoe like freaking got you with a gun.
I remember when you cracked my back, and it was one of the greatest things I've ever felt in my entire life. I really needed it. I think I asked maybe 3 times, and I'll never regret that ever.
Yeah. I mean, it's been at least like a few months. And because I remember last time, because I know for sure at the like longest was my birthday, because that's when
I cussed.
when you cussed. And I have the video. If it's on if anyone's listening on the audio platform, or I guess on YouTube, if there's like a video, put the video up.
Fuck! Yeah!
And then this is Seth's voice now, because you could hear the difference when he yells. Do you remember what you yelled?
I have no clue. I don't remember.
I think
it felt like a dream.
I think you yelled "fuck" because I think you were like,
I probably did.
Yeah, I think you yelled. I think you were just like, I'm gonna double down on like the worst thing I could say.
I couldn't think of anything. I was like in the heat of the moment. I just said it.
Yeah.
If you gave me like maybe 5 more minutes, I probably could have thought of something worse.
It's crazy to think that you're like, just give me some time and I'll think of something worse, and that's like not the point. Like you're supposed to just say a word, and you're like, I'm gonna make it count. I'm gonna drop a tactical nuke on
I wish I
this
did.
whole. What would you have said? You could say it now. I'll censor it.
Well, if you give me like 5 minutes, I could probably think about it.
Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes. Right now we're 9 minutes in, so at the 14-minute mark, have whatever you want to say. You could say it, and if it's really bad, I'll censor it out. And then anyone that's listening, if
I would
there's
say
like
horribly bad. I can say something horrible.
If you say something really bad, I will censor it out just as long as you do double down and say it. Because if you don't say anything, I'm not going to put like a censor beep in it and just pretend.
I would in 5 minutes. Maybe
Okay.
6. If
I'll
you really
give you-
want it to get messy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So anyone listening, if there's no censor beep in 6 minutes, Seth is lying.
I chickened out.
Yeah, he chickened out, and that was it. But if there is a long censor beep in 6 minutes, he did say something fucking crazy, and and I did censor it just because like I'm backing him up. But yeah, it's pretty crazy seeing you now, like at the age you're at, I guess, and seeing, dude, especially seeing your fucking hair grow out because now you're entering 8th grade.
Uh-huh.
And like when I think I started growing my hair out when I was in 6th grade. And
Jesus, that was what, 40 years ago? Oh my God.
Damn, dude. Not why I was bringing that up, but I was trying to relate to you, man. Back when you were in the coal mines, dude. Yeah.
A whole other era.
Yeah.
A whole other century.
Fucking bastard, dude. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much another century ago, and I had long hair. Why'd you want to grow your hair out?
I didn't. I just never got a haircut.
That's how it started for me too.
I don't know what I wanted or what I want now.
You just didn't like haircuts?
Mm-mm. Well, I guess. I just didn't know what I wanted.
That's the way I was too. Because like when I was in middle school, I think like I said in 6th grade, because in elementary school, my mom always got my hair cut. My mom dressed me every day, and got my hair cut every fucking month, and I was like just like a little perfect little doll, and I hated it. And then when I got to middle school, it was like that's when I started like kind of wanting to listen to my own stuff and then just doing my own thing. And then
All right.
I told my mom, sorry, I just didn't want to cut my hair anymore. And then my mom was
I
like,
can
okay.
smell that. That's horrible. Jesus Christ. I was really trying to listen.
What did it smell like?
I can't identify it.
Shrimp?
I've never...
Fish, maybe?
I forgot what it smelled like already, but...
I'll remind you in a few minutes.
All right.
So I started growing my hair out when I was like in middle school, and then I just hated haircuts, and that was it. And then when I got to like high school, that's when I started listening. Well, still in middle school is when I started listening to like alternative music and like grunge music and punk music.
Mhm.
And then when I got to high school is when I started listening to like punk and metal, and then grew my hair out. And then Rhea cut all my hair off, or my mom cut my hair off, and then Rhea shaped it, and then I turned into a little scene kid. But not so much anymore.
I can tell.
Do you have any plans for your future, or do you have a 401k? Go on.
Okay, I don't have any plans. I don't know what a 401k is.
Go on.
I don't really know what I want to be as long as I'm making money and being happy.
Are you gonna trap?
Yep.
Are you gonna go hunting?
Nope.
Oh, okay. You're just gonna trap? Are you gonna slang rock?
Yep.
Okay, that's cool.
Let's ask Abby.
Oh, well, I have, like, I want to be a fashion designer when I'm older.
Whoa, that's
Oh,
way cool.
Dude! Why? Dude, let that rip.
You're such an asshole.
I'm trying to be serious and have a talk here, and all I hear is just... Like, dude! That sucks. And you even lean towards me. Like, that sucks, dude. You just went... like,
Okay. So before Seth ruined our entire lives, you want to be a fashion designer?
Yeah, I really like making outfits and
Dude, your outfits fucking rip all the time. Like
you.
you always dress like super cool all the time, which is
Thank you,
saying,
I try.
Yeah, and it's also saying a lot. I guess I don't know if it's just like I want to say it is about your outfits. Your outfits always look super clean. You always seem like very like meticulous with your outfits, but it's also kind of hard to compare because I always see Seth wearing the same thing, which is always just pajama pants and a t-shirt, because he's just like a little fucking slob who doesn't care about anything. Right, Seth? Do you have any words to say about that?
I have no clue what you said in the last 60 seconds.
All right, cool. What got you into that? What got you into like wanting to be into like fashion, things like that?
Well, you know, you're a girl growing up. There's a lot of
I'm
dress
not a
up
girl
games.
growing up.
Well, I am. So like, deal with it. Deal with it.
Okay, like dress up games.
Yeah, and then like it just was like, oh, I feel like I could make better outfits than them, and I did. And so you know what? I rock. And yeah. Plus, they make a lot of money. So like, no, the fashion
They
designing.
make a lot of money.
Yeah, they.
She's like, I'm like balling out of control right now. Why would I stop? Yeah.
But yeah, also like when you design something and you make it your own, it's kind of like, oh, like it's cool. Like this is
Yeah.
what I did, and yeah, I just really like that. And
Was it only from like playing games, like, or like what games did you play? Like, was it something just growing up that you like played? Like, because I like growing up, it was the same thing. Like I told you, I grew up with nothing but girls, so I know a lot of it's like fashion model games and shit
Me
like
too.
that. Yeah, I know. So it's like you play mostly like fashion model games, or like, you know, you dress up like an avatar and just put them in like different dresses and stuff. But was it just from watching that, or was it just like you're like you saw something and you're like, I could do better than this?
it was definitely the like I could do better than this, because
Okay.
it's like if you have like the correct, like, let's say you're wearing like a boring shirt, you could spice it up. You could definitely spice it up. Just do it. It's not that hard. And then like I just liked finding like, cause
You also like thrifting, right?
that's my favorite thing to do. That's where all of my clothes are from. Like
It's so
just
cool.
you can find so many like hidden gems at the thrift store, and like normally I go to like the grandma section of it because I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, these freaking rock. I'm getting like some bomb outfits from a dead woman. This is amazing. Like,
You say they're old and automatically assume they're dead. That's a weird way to think of that.
I'm not gonna assume it, but I think we're all thinking it, probably, right?
yeah, well, I mean, why else are there clothes at a thrift store? You know,
Yeah.
come on,
That's true.
come on. And most of them are like funeral clothes, so you got to put two and two together. Like, come on.
That's true. That's fair. Yeah.
Either that,
'cause-
or it's just like very like you have to be crazy to buy that, and I'm that crazy person, and I put the clothes together, and I feel like a pretty princess, and that's amazing.
Yeah, that's so cool because like it's so strange seeing you too, because like you're what, 15 now? 14, 15? How old are you now?
Well, 14 gonna be 15.
Okay, whatever, dude. 14,
I forget my
15.
birthday. You had to remind me once. So like,
Yeah. Okay. Get off my back.
yeah.
You guys are still new in the crew. Okay. So cut me some slack. And also,
Get
I'm already going senile. Okay. You'll learn when you're older. You'll learn when you're way older, actually. Pretty much. So, because I remember when you were younger, you were really into like different types of styles that I guess like kids at your age didn't really dress as, which was pretty weird to like all the adults, because they're just like, why is she interested in this? So do you remember a time when you were like, I am interested in this, like this is something I want to pursue, rather than just kind of like, oh, like I just dressed because this is like fun? It's like you actually kind of got to a point where you're like consciously aware of what you're doing. Do you remember like a time when that happened?
Probably like 9 or 10, where I'm like, all right, that's it. I suck at my outfits. Let me get better.
Okay, so it was like you remember like a conscious like effort to be like, you know what, like I hate the way I dress, and like I wanna dress like a certain way.
Yeah, because I very vividly remember one shirt that I hate, and it's probably still in my closet. It was like just it was like a freaking hot pink like background shirt with just like whales on it. And I was like, "Oh, this sucks. This is no. I can't go to school wearing this. No." And then like when I first like kind of went back to school, it had like a uniform, and the uniform sucked. And I was like, "No, none of the other kids." And I freaking protested that to my dad. I was like, "None of them are wearing it. Let me wear my fashion." And he was like, "Oh, okay, fine,
Like,
go
whatever."
ahead."
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't care. Do what you want. I couldn't care less. So yeah.
That's cool. That's cool to like have that realization so early on, especially because now seeing you at the age that you're at, that you've consistently like dressed a certain way, and you have like a certain style that you like to dress in, and like it's very obvious that it's not just like because I guess it's something that you can't really wrap your head around yet just because of your age, but as you get older, you kind of look back at things when you're younger, and you're like, "Oh, I can't believe I fucking did that." Like, it's just, I can't believe I dressed like that, or I can't believe I did that thing when I was younger. But you're already at an age where you're comprehending these things, and you're like, "I like doing this thing, and I understand fashion, and I understand what I like and what I don't like," and you're able to continue on with that, and that you want to pursue that. Is that something that you feel like you want to continue to pursue, or is it just kind of like something you do as like a hobby, or that you're just like that you just enjoy?
Well, I already have a sewing machine and fabric, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be lifelong, you know.
Okay. That's cool. Do you like, have you started to like make clothing, or are you just like adjusting clothes that you buy? Because like there's a lot of people that will buy stuff at like thrift stores, and then they just like make adjustments to it to fix, or I guess to adjust to how they dress. But like, do you see yourself making clothing in the future?
Yeah, I've like adjusted them, 'cause the way I usually dress, I just pick like a random color of the day, and I'm like, all right, it's purple. We're full on purple today.
I've seen that. It's kick ass too, because you always come out too where they're like, "Oh, Abby's like in her in the gulag right now. She's like hidden up, hidden somewhere." And then I'm like, "Hey, Abby, I'm here," and then you come out, and you're always just fully decked out. Like it's very like obviously, like meticulously selected. It seems.
Yeah, 'cause I hope so. I take an hour to get ready, so like I hope it looks good.
Yeah.
I'm like praying to God. I'm like, please, please.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good that like you're pursuing something like that, and then you kind of have this like career in mind, or is that something you want to pursue as a career?
Yeah, my teacher was doing like these tests on us basically, where it's like, oh, look at your future career. Look at what college you want. And I was like, oh, well, I already know I need to go to Harvard to get like the right stuff for the fashion designer stuff. And so I'm like, okay, well, now I need to just get good grades, and I'm good. Which
Yeah.
I'm failing at that. So
Cool.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really good at that.
Cool. You suck, basically.
Well, oh.
That's what I've been telling her.
Well, dude, you haven't gotten perfect A's either. So like,
So now that we have Abby's entire life planned out, Seth, what's your entire life career goal?
I kind of want to work like as a realtor, cause I don't know, I just think it would be fun, and they make a lot of money, and yeah, I just like being with people, and
You think you're good at talking to people?
sometimes
Why?
I don't know. Sometimes I'm not feeling it. Sometimes I am. It just depends. But
That's fair.
yeah, I feel like if I worked as a realtor, I feel like I would like talk to them. Obviously, I feel like I
Yeah,
talk
no
to them.
shit. You have to talk to like anyone doing anything.
That's true.
So this is something. This is
Oh
something.
God.
This is something that we were talking about earlier before we started recording, and I was talking to you specifically. You have a lot of cousins, right? If you were to rank S through F tier, rank all of your cousins, who do you think you would where would everyone land?
I put all of them in S except Olivia, cause she can't really talk, but if she could talk and form like full sentences and like fully sit down and talk, then she'd probably be above S, honestly.
Okay, so not everyone's an S, right?
That's
There's-
true, but I can't think of it on the spot. I have to like sit down with the chart. With
Okay,
their
well,
faces.
let's just burn through it.
Okay, starting off, you, Matt, Ben, Serena.
I don't.
How many cousins do you have? I can't think.
Oh, I thought you were gonna put us all in the same tier. You're like,
Yeah, I am.
Hey.
Those are all S's.
oh, okay, because I didn't know how I felt. I was like me, Matt, Ben, and I was like, okay, I feel pretty good about that. And then you're like Serena, and I was like, I don't know, that could be iffy. And then S tier, okay, I feel like I deserve that.
What other cousins do we have? I forget.
They're all listening right now, and they're pissed.
Sorry.
This
Can you remind me again?
I would, but they're gonna think it's way funnier that I don't.
No, because I might leave one out.
You're gonna probably leave.
If I could,
the fact that you haven't immediately jumped to like other cousins, that says enough.
no, it's because if I had to choose.
Well,
like,
guess what,
really,
assholes?
like truly, I put them all in S.
Me, it's
truly,
okay.
I
You
put
don't.
them all in
No,
S.
it's okay. I'll
Truly,
edit
I
this out.
swear.
No, it's
I
okay.
swear to
I'll
God,
edit
I swear,
your,
I
I'll
swear.
edit your audio
I
out.
swear.
So listen, assholes.
I swear.
Me, Matt, Ben, and Serena, we're S tier. All of you else, fuck all of you. You guys suck.
Not
You
true.
guys are.
I love you
Olivia,
all. I love you
Olivia
all.
doesn't count because she's a baby.
Olivia, you're the best.
And also, the adults that are not babies, fuck you. You
That are
suck.
over like 28 years old.
Yeah,
Like
like Shreya,
one.
Savannah, and Sierra, and they, whatever. They suck, right?
Should Abby rank them?
No, I think we pretty much said
I
it
think
all.
there's enough.
They all suck. Because then there's
Not
also
really.
like they're like husbands and stuff. They're all of them. They suck too, because they're also our cousins,
That's
but they
true.
suck. I never liked any of them anyway. Shreya, Savannah, all their Sierra, all their husbands and family and friends. Fuck all of them.
This is scary because you seem so serious right now. I'm actually believed you for a second.
Yeah, they all suck. Anyway, that's cool. I mean, as long as me, Matt, Ben, and Serena are in the top.
All
Top
of them
tier.
are S.
Yeah, Olivia, she's got to work her way to the top, right?
Yeah. She's
She'll
still
have
like
time.
she's still like level 1 noob.
Yeah. She just spawned in.
Yeah.
That's fair.
She just readied up.
Yeah. So what's up, Seth? What's been going on in your life, in your entire life?
Nothing. Like literally nothing.
All right, cool. Thanks for this talk. Just kidding. We're not done yet. We're only like halfway through.
Yay.
How's that feel?
Good. I like it.
Isn't it crazy that we could just
I'm very cold.
okay.
I'm not at
You
all.
can go in if you want. If you want to go in. I could finish this off with Seth.
Are you a baby?
I'm not letting him spread false accusations about me.
Her hands are really cold. Yeah, you should probably go inside before you get frostbite or something. I actually care for your well-being. It's actually scary how cold you are right now.
Yeah.
Like, feel it.
Oh my god. Okay. We're gonna take a quick pause so Abby can go in. Everyone say bye to Abby. Say
Bye,
bye, Abby.
Abby.
Bye.
I'm not leaving.
Okay, Abby's.
Hi, Abby. Welcome back.
Abby's. Yeah, Abby just came back.
She was joking.
So, yeah, that works.
You could have done that the entire time.
Yeah.
I'm not repeating what I said.
You are actually one of the most grossest human beings ever.
So, Seth, let's talk about the time that you shit on the floor.
All right, I've been waiting for this. This is my kind of talk right here.
Your magnum opus.
It's probably one of the highlights of my entire life.
Isn't it so crazy that like now you're like at an age where we can like just talk about like, especially being like a boy, like it's different talking to like to you, Abby, where like I feel like I genuinely want to know more about like what you're interested in, just because like I grew up with nothing but girls. Obviously, I grew up with Rhea, Savannah, Sierra, mostly through my entire life. But it's so different, like talking to you about being a boy growing up. Like one of the weirdest things is like having like a little nutsack that drops. It's kind of weird, right?
A little bit.
I was talking to you earlier about like how like you used to copy the things that I would do, where I'd like hit myself in the balls or pretend to hit myself in the balls, and then you're just
I'd
like
actually
do it.
hit myself in the balls.
Yeah.
At like
was
2 years old or something.
Yeah. What is it like seeing everyone else around you get old? Is that weird at all?
Not really, because everyone's always been older than me, besides like, Ben and Olivia. Because I was the youngest till I was like 4. And then at that point, everyone was already older than me. Even Abby. She was like, I didn't really think of her as like old. She's only a
Abby?
year.
Yeah. Yeah, no shit.
But everyone was already like when I was born, they're already older than me. So
Abby, do you feel like it feels like, do you feel like you've watched anyone get older than you, or do you feel like you've watched anyone get old?
Well, it's for me, it's kind of weird because, I always saw Seth as like this little 4-year-old with a big head, and now I see him like he's a teenager and he has like mustache, and I'm like, whoa, that's weird. And then also at the same time, I'm like, gee, I used to be like a baby too. Like, what happened to all the time? Like, it feels so weird to me.
Yeah, it's. I guess it makes sense to you, or I guess it makes sense to see Seth, because you have like an immediate younger sibling, so it makes sense to watch him get older. But do you feel like that with anyone else? Like, do you feel like that with any like adults in your life?
Like, okay, so.
Or I guess with anyone else in your life, not just like adults, but just like anyone else in your life that you've seen like get older or like matured in any way?
The only thing that comes to mind other than Seth is Serena. I didn't hear her like cuss as much, and now I'm like, oh my god, I feel like a grandma clutching my pearls. I'm like, oh my god. Like, I get a mini heart attack. Like, we were in the car and she like cussed out a driver, and I'm like, oh my god, I feel bad for them. Like, this is shocking.
But if we're being real, if she knew how to drive when we were like 4 years old, she would probably. She wasn't even old enough to drive, huh?
I don't know. I have zero clue how old Serena is right now. I have zero clue how old anyone is.
She's like almost 30 or something.
Thanks.
I could like barely know. I could barely say what your age is. I just like guessed earlier.
31.
Yeah, I said 31.
How old are you? 13.
I keep forgetting.
Yeah, because we're...
Oh, backwards.
Yeah.
31, 13.
Whoa, that's so crazy. It's like we're the
That's so
same
cool.
person. I hope you're not... I hope you don't ever turn out anything like me.
Me either, kind of. I don't know.
That's good, dude.
I was gonna say that turned kind of sad real quick, but then it just Seth. Oh my god, like brightening up
No,
the
he
mood,
was...
I guess.
No, he was right. He was right to not want to be like me, ever. That's good. Ugh.
Oh. Well,
So,
that actually scared me. I'm turning into a jumpy person. Oh no.
So we're gonna get into some deeper topics, if you guys are
Oh.
okay with that. Like I said,
Yes,
right now
1000%.
I'm recording.
Well, I'm fine.
I'm 100% fine.
Okay, so
Stop.
everything's being recorded right now,
Mhm.
but we're gonna get into some deeper topics. If you guys at any point don't feel comfortable talking about anything,
Mhm.
let me know. Or if anything comes up, we can censor stuff, or we can just stop the conversation. Okay?
Mhm.
But you guys seem very capable and aware of everything that's happened.
Mhm.
Is there anything that you feel you can't talk about with anyone else?
Not for me. Well, there's some stuff, but I don't know. I just feel that like I keep to myself sometimes, but I'm not really like I don't know. I have no clue what I'm saying, but there's like some things I keep to myself, but I probably wouldn't. I probably told Abby some stuff before, or sorry.
I don't know if I should. Well, I don't care. Sometimes when I'm on calls with my friend, like if it's gonna be about my dad, I already make like dead dad jokes. It's fine. There's nothing you can do to top it.
Yeah.
Like
It's-
it's fine.
It's one of those things where for me, like it's like when people make cancer jokes,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like cancer jokes are one of those things where it's like they're just like, oh, it's one of those like taboo things to like joke about. And it's like not only have I dealt with like people in my life having cancer, but it's like I've watched people die from having cancer, and it's like I've not only watched that, but it's like watching you suffer from it and not die from it, and you're like, oh man, this is shitty. Like I didn't even die from it. Like I just had to suffer through it, and I'm like still alive from it. Like,
Okay, so those jokes, some of them I have to admit they're kind of funny. Cause like
She looked at me, by the way, and smirked.
Abby just
I
made me
swear
spit
I'm
my
not
beer
me.
out right
I
now.
swear I'm not me.
no, cause
Abby's a real fucking like psychopath.
no,
Abby also, if anyone, because everyone that's listening is probably like family and friends and stuff, but Abby had cancer and is a big proprietor of cancer jokes.
yeah. The only thing that I'm super upset about is like growing up and having like everybody cradle me. That's the thing that I hated, because it's like, yeah, I know I have only one kidney, but I could go on a freaking bouncy house. Do not stop me.
That's fair.
It makes me so mad because I feel like I've missed out on opportunities even after like getting cured and all that. It's like
That makes a lot of sense too, because it just kind of always feels like you've like everyone kind of like cradled you in the sense that like she can't do anything.
yeah, and it's like the only thing I'm missing is one kidney. Like I could go on a freaking bouncy house. I could go on to a trampoline park. I could do things. Like even soccer. Soccer was like, I don't like athletic activities. I hate that. I'm not good with it.
Me too.
But like if I wanted to, I could. And like it took, I think last year my Nina finally was like, "Oh, well, can she do all this?" And they're like, "Yeah, she could she doesn't have cancer. She could do that. She's fine." And so I'm like, "And you're just barely telling me now?" And I could have done it. Like I missed out on a lot.
Yeah, and it's not easy to kind of like have to wrap your head around that too. I'm sure I have zero clue. For me, when I was young, my parents put me, I don't know if you guys know this, my parents put me into soccer when I was a kid.
I knew that.
Shut up, Seth. I don't need your fucking input on any of this.
But you asked. You literally asked.
Okay,
I'm answering your question like a good person. A good guest.
Yeah, you are a good guest. I don't appreciate how good of a guest you are, but yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, my parents were evil, and I was a little fat kid, and then they put me in soccer, and I was unathletic as fuck. And then they're just like, my dad's like, "Oh, he's gonna play soccer," and I was not good at it, and I had opportunities growing up, but what does it smell like?
I can't tell you still. It's like unidentifiable. It's nothing like I've ever smelled before.
So my parents put me into soccer, and I was never good at soccer. I was never good at sports, like playing sports. But
I looked away for that one. Don't ask.
sorry.
Don't ask me to judge it. Are you good? Are you? What happened? What happened? I thought you were just gonna like tip over. What happened?
No, I was just thinking of more questions to ask.
Oh, I thought you had them written down.
I was biding my time.
Oh,
No, I don't. I'm not. I don't have anything written down. I'm not that good of a host. Yeah, I know what the word is. Asshole.
My bad.
Thank you. Why don't you pass the mic back over? I'm sick of talking to you. Just
Say
yeah.
goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you to everyone. Shout out to the F tier cousin.
Wait, who is that? Who's the F tier cousin?
I don't know. Weird. All the cousins know though. Who's that? My dad's staring in.
He looks like a big blueberry.
Dude, that was uncalled for. The thing is about him, he just... Oh, dude! I'm getting bombed by both you and Gerardo. This is the worst day to be a girl. Oh my god. What? Hush. Anyways, the thing about him is that he just random sign language. It's not even sign language. It's I don't know what he does, and it gets me so mad because I'm like, dude, speak, just please. I thought he was calling me over. He was just flipping me off. Wait, really?
Yeah. I thought he was calling me over, and then I just went and asked him, and then he said he was flipping me off. And I just got really offended.
Oh, poor you. Anyways. Oh God.
Cool. What were we talking about? Do you guys want to carry on?
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
What
were we gonna say?
You were just saying goodbye to him, and
Okay, before that.
before that, it was just about like cancer and those bad jokes.
Yeah.
Before that.
So anyway, cancer.
Sorry.
Actually, you know what? let's dive a little more into it. So, how do you feel about other people talking about cancer? Do you feel like it's taboo when other people talk about it? Because, like, every time I feel like people talk about it in my life, obviously, there's a lot of people I love in my life that have suffered from cancer in different ways. And I feel like everyone tiptoes around it when in reality a lot of people that have suffered in some way from cancer kind of see it as one way or the other, as either being like this horrible tragedy, this curse that's brought upon them, or like just a byproduct of life, something to laugh at. How do you feel about it? Being someone who's suffered from cancer.
Yeah.
Thanks.
As we're talking about cancer, that was really cool what you did.
Yeah.
But I think it's more of like when you're talking about it, like, let's say it just depends who you're talking about it to. Because, like, let's say you're talking about it to a kid. You don't want to outright just say it, you know? It kind of depends on who you're talking to. Like, if, let's say, a freaking, I don't know, a 4-year-old was like, oh, actually, I did get that one time. One kid at school, they're like, oh, don't touch me. You're going to get me, like, infected. And I was like...
With cancer.
Yeah. And I'm like, girl...
You're like, I wish. If I
girl,
could, I would.
No, but she ended up being like a really good friend.
Okay,
so
just kidding. Just kidding about everything I said.
And then there's this like, because, you know, when you're cured with cancer, you don't immediately like freaking grow your hair out. It's not like freaking Rapunzel just pops it out. So
Yeah.
I'm like, bald, freaking golem looking.
Like, I remember. You did look like a little golem.
And then the worst part was, like, I forced my squeaky voice because I thought I had a deep voice. And I was like, and I hate, oh my God, Nina has so many freaking Snapchat. And I'm like, no, delete it right now, please. Like.
Of you, like, making a deeper or, like, a higher pitch voice?
Yeah, and it's like, it's not just the filter making it a high-pitched voice. You know how sometimes it has that filter?
Yeah.
No, it was just me being a freaking annoying child. Oh, God. And then...
It's hard for me to try to get on board with that because, like, I think Seth is... How old are you, Seth?
13 for the 4th time.
13 for the 4th time.
Keeping count.
Yeah, you guys both have, like, a deeper voice than I do, so I don't know. That's just a sidebar. But I see what you mean. Yeah,
so like, yeah. Back to what I was saying, because I get like sidetracked a lot. If like a 4-year-old told me like, oh, what is cancer? I'd be like, oh, ask your parents, or just like, like, or
you're like it's either gonna be fine or it won't. It'd be fine at all.
Like, it's kind of that thing, like, it depends on the situation. Like, if somebody older was like, oh, what do you think it's about? I'd be like, well, from personal experiences. Hold on. Personal experiences. Gonna make that very clear. Yeah. The hospital that I went to, it was great. I think like a part of my brain though kind of like blocked out the like really bad parts.
That makes sense.
But there's some stuff that I do like really, really remember, and I'm like, oh, these are good memories. Like it kind of just depends on like where you go to for that stuff.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, my experiences, it happened when I was a kid, so like obviously it's not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna remember every single little thing, 'cause, you know, my brain just won't block out certain stuff, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like you remember what's important and what wasn't. Or it's like at the time you couldn't even comprehend like what was important, what wasn't important.
Yeah, like I do remember that one time where like I had surgery and they like forced me to walk. And I was like,
I remember that too.
I was in so much pain, but like it was for the best, and now I'm thriving, so that's good.
Yeah, that's great. It's so crazy to see you now as honestly, the weirdest way to put it, but like as a fully functioning person.
Yeah.
Because it's like watching you when you were as young as you were. It's fucking Seth, man.
Get the ball out of here. We don't want you. Leave. Go.
Bastard, little shithead.
You suck. Boo. Tomato, tomato.
It's weird seeing you now, like, just, I feel like if anyone met you now, they would be completely surprised.
Well, yeah, okay, so there's a lot of things that the doctors would have been surprised about, because my dad actually made friends with a lot of them, for those who don't know. But, like, some of them we're still friends with today, so yippee.
True.
There's, like, for some reason, all the doctors thought I was blonde. I have brown hair, by the way. So...
Yeah.
Also, they said that I think radiation would stunt my growth.
Yeah.
I don't.
If that was the case, you'd be like 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
because they're like the radiation might stop her from being tall. It might stunt her growth, and then now she's Abby's actually 9 feet tall. So
no!
It didn't stop anything, which is good because it's like it really can stunt your growth, especially having cancer at the age that you had it.
Yeah.
It's
6.
I know, dude. It's insane to think that you had it at your age now. How do you feel about having like a disease that is essentially like a death sentence for most people? How do you feel about it now, looking back?
I was gonna make a joke, but
You can make a joke, dude. You have
I was gonna say
cancer.
freaking hell yeah, I win the lottery. Oh wait, I cussed. I stole your cuss, man. I'm sorry.
I was gonna cuss anyway, so
Yeah.
you just got a free pass. I didn't want to get in trouble.
Seth, say the thing that you're gonna say. It's been over 6 minutes.
Yes.
Bleep, bleep, bleep. I don't know.
You
I'm not
suck.
gonna say anything.
Say it. I'll censor it. Say it right now.
I'm not saying
Just say a word.
Word.
Say something that I have to censor.
Something that you have to censor. Hey!
I said it for him, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's
Seth
being
sucks
a little
anyway.
scaredy cat.
No,
No, he's
Seth-
coming back.
Seth is definitely an F tier cousin.
Said that with his
You know what?
chest too.
I'll go ahead and I'll go on record and I redact that statement. Seth just went from an F tier cousin to an F word cousin to an S tier cousin.
I didn't. The funniest thing is I didn't even realize I said a cuss word. That's the
Yeah.
funniest part. And like, even when I'm like in my room with my like friend on a call, I don't even say it. Like, so it's like, why did I say it right now?
Yeah.
That's weird. That's weird.
Yeah.
Power of Christ compelled me or something. Like, I don't know what that was. He just pointed his finger and was like, "This child today, right now."
Right now.
Like in the middle of the night, probably. So. Just so random.
So, how do you feel about where you're at right now?
Sometimes I'm like, oh, I came a long way, everything's changed, and then at other points I'm like, I still look the same. I don't feel like I've changed. But how I act and I guess, the way I dress, yeah, I've came a long way, but at the same time I feel like, it's still me, I'm the same person. The same thing, it's just some tragedy bad stuff happened to me. But in the end it's like just one little puzzle piece to my whole thing,
Yeah, it's like at no point did the experiences you went through, the cancer that you experienced, defined who you were. It's like you went through something and you're just like, that's part of my past, and now I'm just this person.
Yeah.
Do you feel like a lot of people pigeonhole you into this thing where it's like you had cancer and you're this thing, and now it's like you're just like you're so inspirational and you're so like, you had cancer, I can't believe that, and now
Yeah.
you're this thing.
Oh my god, I feel like sometimes the only thing, like when Nina, because oh my god, random people we've never met at like freaking Target, they all of a sudden know like I have cancer. It's like I feel like at this point I should just say like, oh hi, my name's Cancer at this point, like
Yeah.
like
Kick
you wanna
ass.
Can I go poop real quick?
Yeah, you can.
Should there be like a time that I should like be out for like under 5 minutes?
Yeah, you have 5 minutes.
run fast for your brother, run fast for him.
So basically what's going to happen is we have 5 more minutes to wrap up this podcast because fuck Seth. So go ahead, continue on.
Yeah, I feel like should I just freaking tattoo a label on my forehead saying I had cancer at this point? Because it's like, geez, I don't even know you, and I had cancer and all this other stuff, and it's like, that's not who I am. Like, it's just one tiny piece. Again, like, it's not, like, you don't
It's not who you are.
Yeah, like, I don't think the first thing people should know about me is I had cancer, and, oh, this happened, and that, this and the third, like.
Yeah, because it's like, especially now, like you said, like you're building who you are, especially like you developing this interest in like fashion, and you're developing a lot of your own interests in your own life and all these different things that are happening with you, where you don't want this thing of just, oh, I had cancer and that's why I'm interesting. It's like, I'm interesting because of the things that I'm doing, not because I had cancer.
Yeah, I feel like, how, like, if somebody, like, passes away and they have, like, the whole entire, like, thing of their life,
Right.
I don't want the first thing in that whole entire page to just be
Cancer
I had.
survivor.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want it to kind of be like, oh, she was a fashion designer who, like, helped people express themselves through fashion. Like, I want to be that type of person, not, oh, this is just a charity case. You buy their stuff because you feel bad for them.
Right. It's so true too. Like, I feel like that's something that a lot of people can't wrap their head around, just because it's so much easier to feel bad for someone, and to see someone who's like, oh, they had cancer. Well, they're just like, I'm gonna buy their stuff because I feel bad for them, and it's like, I don't want your pity. I want you to want something that I'm making because you enjoy what I'm making, rather than because you feel bad for me.
Yeah, I feel like, don't just talk to me because you feel sorry for me or, like, pity. Talk to me because you want to talk to me. Talk to me because you respect my time and, like, who I made myself up to be, And,
especially if you got to a point where you're creating something and it's like, don't talk to me because I'm a cancer survivor. Talk to me because I've created this thing and you want to talk to me because of the thing I created.
yeah. And another thing too is like when you're around adults at the hospital for like about a good year, it's not like your brain still functions like a child. Your brain starts, well, at least mine. I started to get a lot of more comments like, "Oh, you're so mature for your age. Oh, you act a lot older than you are." And it's like, "Well, thank you, but that's not what I wanted." Like um it's kind of just um
Seth, shut the fuck up.
um it's more of just like like you have to like kind of change how your brain works to like kind of how it's some animals adapt to their surroundings. I feel like that kind of happened with me, where all these adults were talking all this big business and I had to kind of understand it quickly so I knew what was going on, because sometimes they just would be like, "Oh, you're going into surgery," without telling me anything. So I just had to learn like, "Oh, if I go into surgery, it means they're going to do this, that, and that. If I do this, they're going to do that." And so, and it didn't just end when I got cured of cancer. It kind of like followed me through. And I hate it when people talk to me like I'm 4 years old again.
Right.
It's like you could have a conversation.
Especially when it's like when they're talking to you about they're talking to you like you're a little kid about something that's essentially telling you like it's life or death. Like they're telling you like, "Hey, this could kill you, but hey, it's whatever, right? It's life or death, but you're a little kid." Like you understood very early on, like, I get it. I get this could kill me. And don't sugarcoat it. Like, just talk to me like it's going to be what it is.
Yeah, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I really love my dad, because he never sugarcoated it. He's like, "Look, this is what it is. You could either do this or that, and those are your options, And I still even get some people who still talk to me like I'm a child too. And I'm like, I get it. Like, I am a teenager and childlike, but my like mentality is like kind of aged up a bit because of what I had to go through.
Yeah.
So
Shut up. Seth just walked in and ruined everything. The rest of our lives.
forever.
Seth has just come in and ruined everything. Every single
Like always, apparently.
Well, that turned sad, I guess. Anyways, but yeah, I just feel like it's kind of like, and I've had dad's friends actually come and be like, "Oh, your dad was, oh, he was this," and I'm like, I know, that was my dad, and I hate it when people are like, "Oh, your dad would have done that," and I'm like, okay, like, you don't think I know that was my dad? You're talking about my dad. I know how he is. I know him. You don't have to explain everything about my dad, what I went through. And even after I went through it, like, sometimes, like, since Nina tells random strangers my life, oh my god, the freaking stranger that I'm, like, trying to find a good cheese for, like, food, and all I hear is, "Oh, you're so brave, oh my god," and I'm like, yeah, I know. Can I get my cheese?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you're like, "Oh my god. Yeah, I know, cancer. It's so scary, so crazy. Okay, whatever.
yeah.
Let's get through this. Let's get through this transaction. I know it's okay. It's $4.59. Can I just pay you for whatever it is?
Yeah. And it's like a lot of people, I feel like, kind of tiptoe it around because it's like,
yeah.
oh, people could die. And it's like, for me, thankfully I didn't. So it's like when I hear people try and like feel sorry for me, I'm like, well, it didn't happen. So like you could just quit crying. Like you weren't there. You didn't, like, it's fine.
It's definitely weird to witness people like feel bad for you, that are especially strangers who weren't there for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're just like, "I'm so sorry." Like it's like giving condolences to you, like telling you like, "I'm sorry essentially almost like, I'm sorry that you died, or I'm sorry that you went through this,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just kind of like, I'm fine now.
Yeah.
Like I'm okay. Like you don't have
Like-
to tell me those things.
A couple hundred years late, but like, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be rotting in my grave, but thank you, I guess. Like,
Do you think that like having gone through that now and having especially understood it, 'cause clearly you understand like the perception of other people telling you like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like
Mhm.
you obviously understand why people tell you those things,
yeah, 'cause like,
'cause it's just one of those things. Cancer kills everyone,
mm-hmm.
and obviously like with your dad, it's like it doesn't take mercy on anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And when it does, like with you, it does take mercy on some people, and for the people that do survive it, it doesn't feel like it takes mercy on them.
Yeah,
You're
it's
just
kind of
like fuck off.
yeah, it's like at this point, like I got kind of used to people, like especially my grandma. Oh my god, I love her, but like she's like, oh, you're like a miracle. Oh my god, and I'm like, well, I'm like, am I gonna ascend to the heavens at this point? Like,
You're like, it just happened.
yeah, like
It was like luck of the draw.
yeah, like
Oh my god.
gross.
I
Ew.
just got so sad because all you guys were talking about was cancer. I just started walking around thinking about it. I was like scared.
Bro, you didn't even go through it, so like, sit down, be humble.
Actually, you know what? This might be a good time to transfer over.
Thank God.
Seth,
Yep.
what's your full name?
Seth Stephen Trujillo.
Your full name.
Seth Stephen Trujillo.
Your full name.
Seth Stephen Hank Trujillo.
That's what I thought.
That's like fake though.
Why?
I don't know. It just feels like not real.
How?
It just doesn't. That was a gunshot.
Did you shit your pants right now?
I just went, so probably not. Oh, it stinks.
All right, we're talking boy to boy now.
All right. Your boy, technically. Not really, actually.
Abby, I love you to death.
Why are you, like,
You need to
interrogating
get out of
me?
here. Abby, you need to get out of here. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Go do what I did and walk around. What?
I don't know. You tell me, man. Are you breathing so heavy?
Because, like, I'm scared right now.
Why?
Because I don't know what you're going to ask me. I could go for, like, another 2 hours.
Okay.
Probably
let's talk
not. Maybe
about
an hour and a half.
it.
but
Okay. Yeah, me too. Because I have to piss. I'm about to piss my shorts right now.
You could go. I'll just talk to myself.
No, I'd rather
Right.
you not. Talk
Yeah,
to
I'd say, like, 2
I hate
words.
that you're doing the same. You're like talking like me, dude. You're like, yeah, well, I'll just talk to myself right now. It's like talking to myself. It's weird. Seth,
Yes.
what's your full name?
Seth Stephen Hank Trujillo.
Say it again.
Seth Stephen Hank Trujillo.
What is my relationship to you?
You are my second to oldest cousin. Right? Yeah, huh?
Who's the oldest?
Shreya.
That's true. Where am I on the?
S.
Cool. Thank God. Let's get heavy with it.
Mm-hmm.
Straight at the gate. What was it like living on Goodby? What do you think about? Because I feel like if I could talk to you about things, I feel like you get pretty heavy with shit. You think you're so fucking smart, dude.
Sometimes.
Let's get deep into it.
All right.
And if anything that you don't want to talk about, we can censor. Or we don't have to put this episode out at all. But if you want to put this episode out and you want our entire family to listen to it,
Yep.
Which
That's the
the-
goal.
they're probably not going to listen to it because none of our family
We'll
listens.
force them.
You know who listens to this
Who?
out of our entire family?
Who?
probably Shreya, Savannah, and Sierra. That's probably it.
That's
And
pretty
then
much
you and Abby.
that's pretty much all who matters.
And then you and Abby and Matt maybe. And Ben.
I'll make him watch it. I don't
Yeah.
care. I'll force him.
That's about it. So you can say whatever you want, pretty much. So did she just get zapped by the bug zapper?
The bug zapper just went off and she jumped like 3 feet into the air.
Abby was looking at the bug zapper and she's like, dude, I'm drawn in by the light.
And then it just went off and she got really spooked.
She's like, something about the light is just drawing me in. So what was it like? Let's get into it. Let's get deep into it right now. What was it like living at Goodby?
It was like when I was like maybe up until like I moved out there when I was 10, so maybe like 8. It was like just like a regular house, and like I had a bunch of good memories. And then I think but like maybe like the last year we were there, I like started like it just got really bad, and there would be like I'd have like weird dreams, and I would
You would have dreams at the house?
I would have dreams at the house, and I still do at our new house about the old house.
Just so weird. I hate that. So when you were at the house, when did you move out of the Goodby house?
I think when I just turned 10, or when I was gonna turn 11.
Okay. And you were having nightmares of the house, at the house?
Yeah, I would have like dreams that, cause me and Abby would share the room, and her room would be like pressed up against the closet. Sometimes then we would like switch it around. So she would be against it, and I'd have like dreams that like there'd be like a bunch of like older people like from the 40s or something like come out of it, and then a lot of times we would be like about to fall asleep, and we'd hear like tapping or knocks at it, or it like
At the
open at the closet door.
At the
that she was
closet door?
against, yeah.
Ugh.
I don't know if it's true or I'm lying or no one ever told me this, but I think Grandma or someone told me that my Uncle Lenny played a Ouija board and he put it in the closet, but I don't know if that's 100% true.
I don't know. We could go ahead and...
Abby's giving me a thumbs up, so I feel really good about that.
Yeah. Abby's actually our sound designer for the night.
Yes.
And Abby's giving us a thumbs up. She's confirming that Uncle Lenny did, in fact,
having a Ouija board
have a
in the
Ouija
closet
board in the closet. Yeah.
that we slept
Yeah.
in the room that we slept in.
Yeah. Abby is here confirming. Thumbs up. Abby's here confirming that.
Come over here, Abby.
Abby, can you confirm?
I just heard it.
Abby's
So
confirming.
it's definitely
100%
not confirmed. She just heard it.
Yeah, Abby is
She
definitely on
probably
the fence.
doesn't know at all.
She's definitely on the fence about what our Uncle Lenny may or may not have done. with
That
a-
ruined her childhood memories in the
Abby's giving a big old thumbs up to our Uncle Lenny. Definitely
having an Ouija board
having
in the closet.
a Luigi board,
A Luigi board. A
in
Mario
our-
board.
a Mario board, or a Luigi board in
One of the two.
in the closet.
Or a Yoshi board.
or a Yoshi board summoning some things. Yeah. Okay, continue.
And we'd hear like tapping at knocks and the door opening. Abby's giving me another thumbs up, and I'd feel like I'd be up playing like my game late in the night, and like my grandma and Abby would be in like the den, which was on the other side of the house, and I'd be in the complete darkness, and then it'd be getting late, so I would get my game, I'd turn it off and run past the hallway. Past the hallway, and go into the kitchen, and then go to the den. But as I'm running, I could, like through the hallway, I could feel like watching me behind me, and like
So
all around me.
where did you feel like energy from?
Like my dad's room and my
So like
room.
the front, because it's like where we were in the Goodby house. There's like
Mhm.
essentially like a front and a back part of the house.
Yep.
Like the kitchen was like the middle part, right?
Mhm.
And then there was
Yep.
like the front part and the back part.
It's like a really weird layout, kind of.
Yeah. And did you guys know that the back part of the house was new?
Yeah, Grandpa put it on,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
He's such a goat for that.
You're right. Grandpa was fucking
I don't remember a lot of things about him.
dude, Grandpa loved you.
I know. I remember me, Matt, and Abby. We'd be at his door knocking, and then he would only let me in, and then throw out Abby and Matt, and I just
Yeah.
lay in his bed in my
Yeah.
diaper, watch wrestling, take
Yeah.
naps.
Abby's giving a thumbs up right now. Yeah. Grandpa hated everyone.
Besides
much-
me
Yeah.
and Grandma.
Yeah. Pretty much. Grandpa was very, very picky with who he loved. And everyone, it was like he either loved you or he very minimally tolerated you. He hated everyone. But like, dude, he saw you and was like, just like, and it didn't matter what you did. He adored you. It's pretty crazy.
Abby's giving another thumbs up,
Abby's giving hella thumbs up.
double thumbs up,
Abby remembers.
rapid thumbs up.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty crazy that I feel like everyone that lived in the Goodby house
Mhm.
had this understanding that there was like a separation from the front of the house to the back of the house, right?
Yeah.
I used to wake up when I was really, really little, and I would hear like a girl and two guys talking, and it would only stop when I touched like Grandpa's like old room, like the door.
So you'd have to walk to the other.
Yeah, I would
Side.
have to walk. So wake up
That's
from my
creepy.
bed, walk up and walk through the house to like, and if I didn't, it would just constantly like over and over again.
Yeah. I could tell you guys now, especially now because we're not.
In the house,
Yeah, none of us are in the house at all.
far away from it.
Yeah, thanks.
It's probably the
Fucking
greatest
Christ.
move we probably ever
Yeah.
created.
That was something that was like generational, where it was something that when I was there, everyone felt strange being in the Goodby house. And one of the weirdest things was the separation between the front of the house and the back of the house, because it's like you said,
Mm-hmm.
like Grandpa added on the back part of the house, because the house ended originally
At the
with-
kitchen.
at the kitchen, right?
Uh-huh.
And there was a time where
Wait, the dining room wasn't there?
no, the dining room wasn't there either.
Jesus.
So
That
like,
house was
yeah,
tiny then. Holy.
yeah, it was small. And then it was that when at some point that the rest of the house was added on. And I remember that there was this thing that separated the front and the back of the house. And it was just not okay. I don't want to get into details. I don't want to scare you guys because we're recording.
I don't care.
Okay, you want me to scare you guys?
Yeah.
Abby, do you want to talk?
I had like numerous nightmares there, and like that house was the only, knock on wood, I don't have wood. Oh,
I forgot to say this. I'm like sorry for cutting her off, but I remember me and Abby would be late and we'd be like looking at each other all scared. We'd hear like taps on the windows. We'd hear like it'd just be a bunch of weird stuff.
That house was the first and only time I had like a very bad sleep paralysis. Like it was horrible. And it wasn't just like reoccurring dreams. It was, I would be having a normal dream and this like thing, I don't know what it was. It was just like a freaking thing. And it would like just, it was,
I'd see a man in a hat.
that was my sleep paralysis. It was a man in a hat with a suit.
That's mine.
Was it in black and white?
Yes.
Yep.
But like the suit looked like brownish. And then
It was like a darker color.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't black.
No.
That was weird.
Ew, that's gross. Yeah, that was my sleep paralysis. Yep. And like
I didn't have. Oh, I'm so sorry. I keep
Dude.
forgetting you're talking.
I'd have like normal dreams, as I was saying, and it was just like this thing. Like I couldn't see it. Sometimes I could, but I knew it was there, and I was like, I just need to wake up. And I feel like that kind of helped with my insomnia. So yeah.
Okay. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I was gonna say that man that we'd both see. I don't think I had sleep paralysis till I moved into this new house. But oh no, I have. I had at the old house, but it wasn't bad. I just couldn't move. But I'd always see that man in the hat and the suit, like just like in the back, like in my dreams. Like it wouldn't be like a bad dreams, but he'd like always be like far away. Like I could see him still, but he'd just be like lingering, like random places.
It's so strange to hear you guys talk about all these things, and it's like when I lived there, I felt like I dealt with a lot of weird entities being in that house, and I think it was just one of those things where there was like a collective energy of a lot of bad things happening, and that's why I also think it was great that everyone moved out when they did, and came here. Now, every time I'm here, I always feel such
Happiness.
yeah. That's a great way to put it. It's just like it's so.
This house is
positive.
like refreshing in a way. Like
It's like more clear, like the air, it feels different. Like they always say in creepy movies, but it like honestly feels like it like changed.
Yeah. And one of the biggest things is like, I mean, obviously, at this point, to be completely transparent and, we're obviously delving into these, like, darker topics that we've all had to deal with. It's like, at the Goodby house really had everyone dealing with nothing but negativity and death. But yeah, it was weird to be like, oh, they're just kids. Like it's weird for them, but they'll understand over time. But it was like, for me anyway, it was like, no, they understand now what's going on, and they're not stupid. I mean, they're stupid. Like you guys are stupid.
Yeah.
In some way, but
Yeah.
you're not.
100%.
Yeah. Like
You can't deny it, Abby.
You're not.
We're let's just say we're not the brightest of the bunch.
No, it's that you're not smart enough because you're kids.
Dumb.
You're kids.
Sorry.
No,
I'm dumb too. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're just kids.
Rude.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm
whatever.
not a kid.
Yeah, you guys are just kids, but it's not your job to understand everything that's happening. But the fact of the matter is, you guys were kind of forced to understand things, which is unfortunate. But at the same time, you guys are smart motherfuckers.
You just call us dumb. Not even 30 seconds later, call us smart.
I know.
Switched up.
You guys can be stupid and smart at the same time. Look at me. I'm 31 years old and I'm dumb as fuck. But you guys think I'm smart, right?
Let me think.
That doesn't sound so short.
Maybe.
Sorry.
You guys think I'm smart, right?
Sometimes.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys listening. This has been my podcast with my stupid cousins. What was your name again?
Abby.
How old are you?
Oh.
Go ahead.
14.
How old? What is your what is your name again?
My.
How old are you? What is your anyway, thank you guys so much for
I'm
listening.
Seth and I'm 13, by the way.
Shut the fuck
Again.
up, Seth. Okay. So I forgot Seth has his own microphone, so we have to share a microphone. Yeah. Abigail. Is that your full name? Abigail?
No.
She wishes. I feel like that'd be really cool if her name was Abigail.
I remember everyone would call you Abigail and you'd get so mad.
I feel like if her name was Abigail, I'd just make fun of her all the time.
No,
like, go
because
fetch
if
a
I
water
was-
bucket or something.
No,
If her
like-
name's Abigail.
Dude, Abigail sounds like a freaking Victorian disease, bro. Like,
It's not
no,
at
like,
all,
freaking-
actually.
Victorian child dying of a disease. Like, dude,
Just say Victorian child. What does a
I went
disease
through
have
it
to do
in
with
this
anything?
life. Don't make me do it Victorian style. Please don't. Like, no.
So it's
You
like
know?
a Victorian disease. It's probably the worst take on anything I've ever heard.
But like,
Who do you guys think is cooler? Who do you guys think is cooler between the two of you?
I
um,
think there's a clear answer.
yeah. It's
I
me.
can't say it on. It most definitely is not you. I'm willing to bet
Yeah,
my
it is.
entire life on this planet it's not you.
Well, I could pull out all my cards right now. Do you really want to go there, brother?
First, she's gonna bring up cancer. Would I have to beat
Yeah.
that? I can't.
Yup.
I have nothing to beat that. I guess she is cooler than me.
Yup. And stronger.
You're not stronger.
I beat cancer, bro. What have you done that's
Of
stronger than
course,
that?
just to bring that up. If you never had cancer, I'd be cooler, 100%.
It's so crazy to be like, oh, here comes the fucking cancer card again.
She brings that up anytime she could.
It sucks too because there's like no defense where you're just
I
like,
can't say anything.
Yeah.
I just accept it. I'm like, cool, okay. I'm
you're like,
done.
oh, here it comes again. Oh, she had cancer one
For the
time.
8th time this week.
Yeah. That sucks. That sucks that you're like a fucking F tier cousin, dude.
I'm an F tier. All right, you're
I'm the
dropping
best.
down to like a B.
I'm the
Oh wait, you looked at
Seth,
both of us at the same time.
Seth, you're all S tier. You guys are all the best cousins I've ever had in my entire life, and I love you guys so much. But thank you guys. Shut the fuck up. I appreciate you guys sitting and talking with me.
I could
means
do
a
it
lot.
again.
I'll
I'd do
come
it
back.
again, 100%.
Yeah. I would love to come back and talk to you guys, like every few months, just to talk to you guys and see what the fuck is up in your life. You know?
I'm down.
Yeah. Abby, cool with it?
super cool with it.
Okay, cool. I love you guys. You guys
I
are
love you too.
you guys are the best things ever that's happened to me because I never had younger siblings. I never had like little baby cousins that I got to. The closest I had was Savannah and Sierra and whatever. Fuck
And
them.
Serena and me, Matt,
Yeah.
Ben.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like I had Savannah and
Many
Sierra
baby
at the
cousins.
time, and then afterwards it was a bunch of other baby cousins. It was, first of all, Matt's not my baby cousin. He's
Baby
my
nephew.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, he's my godson.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Ben, whatever. He's cool.
Olivia.
Olivia,
You were like 30
whatever.
when she born, so.
Yeah.
You're like 30 when she
Yeah.
was born.
They're my little
That's
cousins.
insane. You're 30 years older than her.
All right, cool. Thanks. I love you guys very much. Abby, I love you.
Aww.
You love me too, right? All right, cool. Seth, I love you. You love me too, right?
Yep. Most definitely 100%.
All right, cool. You guys don't sound very convincing.
I 100% I love Gerardo.
All right, cool. Thank you guys for listening to this episode of At All Hours, or this 2 episodes. Probably this is, I think, going to be a 2-episode thing. I don't know.
Better than
whatever.
one. Two better than one.
Fuck my editor, right?
Isn't that you?
Yeah, that's definitely me. Yeah. But yeah. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.